Welcome to ABC Interactive English. My name is Winnie.
And my name is Matt.
Say, Matt, what do you do for exercise?
Well, I go to football practice twice a week.
Yeah.
So we get a lot of exercise there. And then sometimes I'll even go for a run by myself in the Riverside Park or ride a U-bike along the riverside.
Right, a lot of cardio. So with football and running, you do a lot of running, actually.
I do, yeah. I try to do a lot, but I try to do it like in a short amount of time. So I like to do really intense and short workouts so I don't have to waste too much time doing it.
Well, maybe today's topic will kind of change your mind because I would like to introduce you to Niko Niko Running.
Okay, who's Niko?
Niko is not a person. In fact, it is a Japanese word.
Oh, I know that word. It's cat. Cat running.
No.
No?
Matt, no. It's a Niko. It means smile.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's smile running. So it's like...
It's a little bit more complicated than that. But our topic for today is Niko Niko Running, Running with a Smile, Part 1.
Many people run or jog to get or stay in shape. However, those exercises put stress on the body. What's worse, that can lead to injuries. Now there's a simple way to train your body without hurting it. It is called slow jogging or Niko Niko running. In Japanese, Niko Niko means smile.
Let's start today's topic, Niko Niko Running, Running with a Smile, Part 1.
Okay. Many people run or jog to get or stay in shape.
Just like you, Matt.
Yes, that's right. I run sometimes and sometimes jog, but usually run to stay in shape.
Right. So there's a difference.
There is a difference between run and jog. So jog is a slow run, and it's often something that is done for exercise. So people might go jogging, you could say, or just jog. So I sometimes jog in the Riverside Park, or to warm up for football practice, we jog around the field.
Right, so jogging is slower than running.
That's right, it's a slow-paced run. So
Right.
you're still going through the movements of running, but at a slow pace.
Right, and you said that jogging is for exercise because running can be mostly for sports, right?
Yeah, running for sport. You can also run for exercise, and there's no real clear line between what's a jog and what's a run. Someone's running pace might be another person's jogging pace.
Right, just like my running pace is probably your jogging pace. So continuing on, however, those exercises put stress on the body. What's worse, that can lead to injuries. Okay, so now, you were talking about the difference between running and jogging because the difference is running can maybe put a lot of stress on the body. And so what is stress? Stress is our noun and it basically means pressure or tension on something. So stress can be physical or it could even be emotional. So for example, when your teacher is giving you a lot of stress because there's just too much homework. But in this case, we're talking about physical stress. Okay, so for jogging and running, all of these things are putting stress, right? They're putting pressure and tension on the body. So that could lead to, injuries in the future.
Right, and this word lead to, this phrase. So when something leads to something else, it means it results in something at a later time or causes something at a later time. So when you're putting stress on your body, it can cause injury at a later time.
Right, it might not be right away, but it could be in the future.
In the future at some point. You might not notice it when you're doing something, but eventually, or as it builds up,
it comes back to you.
Comes back to
you. Yeah, and also we were talking about leading to injuries, right? So what is an injury? An injury, our noun, is basically a wound, or when someone is hurt, this is the outcome, an injury. So for example, when you are not careful in the kitchen with your knife, you could chop your finger or maybe just a slice. Just a slice.
Okay.
Depends on what you're chopping. But that is an injury, right? And you don't want that to happen. Continuing on, now there's a simple way to train your body without hurting it.
Okay. How can I train my body without hurting? I usually train my body without hurting it.
Yeah, well...
Or maybe I don't know, because maybe it will lead to injury in the future.
Well, everyone knows that Matt trains really hard.
Sometimes.
Because sometimes you walk in with some bandages.
Oh, well, those injuries, yeah, that's not from
Training.
From just running. That's yeah.
But what is train?
Okay, so to train is
Choo-choo train.
not that kind of train. This is the verb to train. And to train means to prepare for something by, doing some form of, exercise or practice to prepare for something.
Right.
So it can be, for example, for a sport. You can train to play football by practicing every day. Or you can train your body by exercising your muscles.
Right. Okay. So, to train is to basically practice what you're trying to get better at.
Right, or to make your body strong like a train. No.
Oh, good one.
All right. Continuing with our article. It is called slow jogging or Niko Niko Running. Okay, so they're calling it running.
Yes.
But it's also jogging, because I think if it's
but even
slower
than jogging.
Yes, it's even slower than jogging.
But faster than walking?
Niko Niko running.
Maybe?
Maybe.
Okay.
In Japanese, Niko Niko means smile.
Right, not cat.
Not cat, but smile, or just smile?
Just smile, I think.
Just smile, okay.
Okay, well, I'm excited to know about the benefits of Niko Niko running after the break.
With Niko Niko Running, you actually jog at a walking speed. So you can have a conversation with someone, or when you're alone, you can just smile or sing to yourself.
Welcome back. So we're talking about Niko Niko Running, and before the break, we read about how jogging or running can put stress on your body and can lead to injuries in the future.
Yep.
But there's this kind of slow jogging or Niko Niko running, which is a new kind of exercise, and Niko Niko just means smile. So it's like smile running.
Yeah, or running with a smile. Okay, so let's continue. With Niko Niko running, you actually jog at a walking speed. So you can have a conversation with someone. So what they mean is you should be able to talk with someone if they were there. So that's a kind of way to measure so that, you're not jogging too fast.
Meaning you're not out of breath.
Yeah.
So you're not breathing very hard.
Right.
You can still just talk because you're not so exhausted that you can't talk.
Yeah.
Which when I run, I wouldn't be able to talk with someone.
Not unless you're screaming at someone. Yeah.
Okay, so it's at a walking speed. So this word speed just means the rate that something moves at.
Right.
So how fast or how slow something is moving. So you might, in your car, be driving at a certain speed, and if you are over the speed limit, then you might get a speeding ticket for going too fast.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want that.
No, you do not.
But yeah, so we're talking about walking speed because usually when we're jogging faster than we're walking.
Right.
But in this case, we're jogging at the same speed that we would be walking at. Interesting. And like we were saying, you can't go too fast, otherwise you wouldn't be able to have a conversation with someone while you're Niko Niko running, okay? So what is a conversation? That is our noun, and it's basically just when two people or more talk to each other, okay? So in order to have a conversation, someone else has to be replying to you, right?
Wow. You could have a conversation
With yourself,
I think.
Yes, that is true. I guess most people Niko Niko running are doing that in their head just to make sure that they can, yeah.
So, or when you're alone, you can just smile or sing to yourself.
I think that would look very interesting.
And just...
I would think you're having a really great day.
Okay, yeah, exactly. You'd be enjoying yourself. So that is something you can do if you are alone.
Right.
So alone means without others around. So it's just one thing without others around. It is alone, or a person is alone if there are no other people around.
Right.
So when we use this as an adjective, you say I'm running alone. It means I'm running without other people. So just one person by myself running, I would be alone.
Right.
But I would not be lonely, which is a feeling of sadness from being alone, because I would be smiling and singing and maybe even having a conversation with myself.
And I think that's great because sometimes running and jogging can be very boring.
Yeah, I think running and jogging is very boring.
Yeah.
Which is, like I said, I try to do my running in a very intense and quickly just
Get
so
it
I
done
can
all at
get it
once.
finished quickly so I don't have to do it for a long time.
I mean, that makes sense. But in this case, anyone can Niko Niko run because even if you don't want to talk to yourself, maybe you can just call your friend, put in that earphone,
Oh, that's
talk
true.
to them.
That's right. Yeah, you could just talk on the phone.
Right, exactly. And if everyone starts Niko Niko running, maybe we can all protect our bones and our muscles. Yes.
All right, well, that's the end for today, but we're going to find out more about the benefits of Niko Niko running next time, and we'll see you then.
Bye.
Many people run or jog to get or stay in shape. However, those exercises put stress on the body. What's worse, that can lead to injuries. Now there's a simple way to train your body without hurting it. It is called slow jogging or Niko Niko running. In Japanese, Niko Niko means smile. With Niko Niko running, you actually jog at a walking speed. So you can have a conversation with someone, or when you're alone, you can just smile or sing to yourself.
Hello, I'm Tina. 我们来看这一课的重点单字。第一个 jog， 动词慢跑。Polly likes to jog in the park every morning. Polly 喜欢每天早上在公园里慢跑。下一个单字 train， 动词训练。My brother trained hard for the competition. 我哥哥为了比赛刻苦训练。Competition 指的就是比赛。下一个单字 conversation， 名词对话。They had a long conversation about the travel plan. 他们就旅行计划谈了很久。最后一个单字 alone， 形容词独自的。Bill likes being alone sometimes. Bill 有时候喜欢独处。接着我们来看重点文法。第一个 What's worse， 更糟的是，可以放在句首或者是句中。后面要加上逗号。Worse 是形容词，意思是更糟的、更差的。我们来看看这个例句。The car broke down, and what's worse, it started raining. 车子坏了，更糟的是开始下雨了。下一个文法 without 加上 VING， 没有做某事。介系词 without 指的是没有、缺少。我们来看看这个例句。Nina left the house without saying goodbye. Nina 没有说再见就离开了家。最后一个文法 in Japanese 日语的什么？当字词以某种语言呈现的时候，要用介系词 in 表示以某形式表示。我们来看看这个例句。The instructions are written in Japanese. 操作说明是用日语写的。Instructions 指的是操作说明，当做这个意思的时候常用复数。以上就是这一课的重点单字跟文法，我们下一课再见，拜拜。
Hi, Shane. Mind if I join you?
Hi, Karen. Yeah, sure. Have a seat.
Thanks. Oh, you won't believe what happened. You know, this morning, I set my alarm, but then for some reason, my alarm just didn't go off. So then I woke up late. And then I got to work really, really late, and the boss was a little bit angry. And then I was like, oh no, it's just, one day. It's not like I'm late every single day, right? And then at lunchtime, I went to my favorite restaurant, and guess what? They didn't have my favorite pizza. I really wanted to have that flavor, but they didn't have it. I was really, really upset. Now, going back to the office, it started raining and I had to step on a puddle. It was just crazy. I was having such a rough day.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate, Karen.
Yes, it is very unfortunate, definitely. And then that's not even the half of it. So getting back to the office, I was supposed to do a presentation, and guess what happened? I forgot everything I wanted to say. And then the boss was looking at me all funny, and I was like, I felt so embarrassed. Oh, it was horrible.
Karen, do you think you can maybe quit rabbiting on for a while? I really need to concentrate on my work.
Oh, okay, sure. I'm sorry.
It's okay, it's okay.
I should let you get back to your work.
Hello, everyone. Today's phrase is rabbit on.
It's a British slang term that means to talk for a long time in a boring or annoying way.
It's often used when someone talks too much without realizing that others might not be interested.
For example, you could say, during the meeting, he just rabbited on about the budget without giving anyone else a chance to speak.
But sometimes rabbiting on can just mean someone is passionate or excited about a topic.
For instance, if a friend loves to talk about gaming, you could say, my friend can rabbit on about gaming for hours.
True. Just be mindful of the listener's reaction, or you might risk being a bore.
Right. And if someone tells you, stop rabbiting on, it means they want you to get to the point or let someone else talk.
Remember, communication is a two-way street. It's as important to listen as it is to talk.
Exactly. And that's all for today's lesson.
See you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.